Did the Knights Templar escape before the arrest began? When royal soldiers arrested the Knights Templar across France in 1307, they expected to capture the leadership of the order, its wealth, its archives, and its network. Instead, they captured only part of it, because evidence soon suggested something important had already moved before the arrests even began. So who knew what was coming? One possible answer appeared on the Atlantic coast of France at the port of La Rochelle. This harbor had long supported Templar transport routes. Ships moved supplies between Europe and the Mediterranean. Pilgrims traveled through its docks, and the order maintained a strong presence there for decades. But shortly before the arrests began, several Templar vessels left the harbor, and after that moment, the destination was never recorded again. So where did those ships go? Some historians believe the ships crossed the English Channel. Others believe they traveled north along the Atlantic coast, toward regions outside the authority of the French crown. Because one kingdom at the time stood in direct conflict with France, a kingdom where royal investigators had little influence, Scotland, in 1307. Scotland was already at war with England. Its king, Robert the Bruce, had been declared an outlaw by the church only a year earlier, which meant something unusual. He had little reason to cooperate with papal investigations supported by France, and that made Scotland one of the few places in Europe where Templar knights might have found protection, if they arrived there at all. Later traditions began describing something even more interesting. Stories appeared claiming former Templar knights may have fought alongside Scottish forces during later conflicts. These accounts remain debated today, but they suggest at least one possibility historians continue examining: that not every Knight Templar remained in France long enough to be arrested. Some may already have been moving before the soldiers arrived. Another clue appeared in the structure of the order itself. The Knights Templar were not controlled from a single location. They operated across dozens of commanderies, fortresses, ports, and estates across Europe, which meant even a coordinated arrest operation inside one kingdom could not capture the entire network at once, especially if warnings reached the right people in time. And there was something else investigators noticed. Some Templar houses appeared unusually quiet during the arrests. Documents were missing, inventories were incomplete, and leadership structures in certain regions seemed to vanish almost immediately after the operation began, as if instructions had already been delivered before the first doors were opened. If that is true, then someone inside the order may have acted quickly enough to preserve part of its network, not in France, but somewhere beyond the reach of the crown. Because while the Knights Templar were being arrested across one kingdom, in another part of Europe, something very different was happening. Instead of being destroyed, the order was being transformed. In the next episode 9, we uncover the kingdom that did not destroy the Knights Templar, but instead allowed them to continue under a new name that still exists in history today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment.